Are you gassed about Chelsea? Massive win.
World champions.
I know, it's unbelievable, isn't it?
It's outrageous.
I know.
Jealous, man.
I know. I think it's a really big deal. Like for 4 years now, we get to wear the badge. For 4 years on the kit, we get the gold badge.
And you got it from winning the Champions League so many years ago.
I know.
It's like elongated amount of time where you've been successful based on one win almost during COVID.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
crazy.
absolutely.
But you maximised it and you deserve it. I mean, you were outstanding in the game.
The performance in the final was just unreal, wasn't it? I mean, Cole Palmer's performance. I think Enzo Maresca deserves a lot of credit. You know, I haven't been overly fond of his contribution to Chelsea, but you can't argue with that. He gave Luis Enrique the runaround. And I think in Cole Palmer, like I've been saying it for a long time, but it's the most special player that I think I've seen at Stamford Bridge for such a long time. So raw, so unhindered, just truly exceptional.
Big game player as well.
Such a big game player. Like, you know, when I think we've touched on it here, and I think you may have even been having the conversation in my absence about world class. I think that we've constantly go over this. Another metric that I think you have to bring into it, particularly when discussing Cole Palmer, is the occasion. It's like playing for Man City in a Super Cup, scores a goal. Playing for Man City at Wembley against Arsenal, scores a goal. Playing for England in a Euros final, scores a goal. Playing for England in a semi-final, sets up Ollie Watkins. Playing for Chelsea in a European final, wins the game for us, just turns the game on its head. Playing for Chelsea against PSG in New York City, the best player on the pitch by a mile. It's like every single time he's been given the platform, he shines.
He does it simply as well. The finishes were
easy.
They were great
Easy.
finishes, but they were simple.
He
Simple
just rolled
football.
the ball into the goal.
Yeah,
It's
simple.
like Donnarumma's wingspan is like the length of this room,
Albatross. Isn't it?
and he just basically rolls it into that precise postage stamp in the corner, where even Donnarumma can't get to.
He obviously gets called ice cold and Cole Palmer and all this, but it kind of, that goal speaks so much about him because he's running through on goal. We've got all these PSG players flying at him, defenders closing him down.
Take a touch.
And he's just got time, that clarity in thought and execution. And
That weird fellow at Chelsea who keeps his Cole Palmer top in the freezer is actually onto something.
What, in an ice cube? An ice cube tray?
Yeah,
How does he do it?
Someone at Chelsea, there's a fellow at Chelsea who's on social media, and Adam thoroughly enjoys sending me his videos. And he makes these little videos where he actually keeps a shirt with Palmer on the back in the freezer because it's cold Palmer. Do you get it? It's like pun.
Yeah. Playing on the cold aspect to it.
he spent thousands on shirts, by the way.
Really? Yeah.
Thousands.
Mate, he was the guy that orchestrated, you know, that protest at Chelsea earlier this year where there was about 200 people. he was the ringleader of that. He was the guy that called up Talk Sport and had an argument with Simon Jordan and just got like massively schooled.
Wow.
But he also keeps his Cole Palmer top in the freezer.
So in his freezer, there's frozen carrots, there's frozen potatoes,
peas. He's got frozen
maybe a
peas
roast
in
chicken
there.
already, ready for Christmas or whatever.
Yeah, a couple of leftovers.
And then
How long do you have your chicken for Christmas?
my auntie gets the turkey early. Yeah.
Yeah.
She gets the turkey and chicken early. You can do it 6 months, a year in advance.
But anyway, maybe the guy was on something. Maybe the joke's on us. Maybe the fact that we don't keep a Cole Palmer top in the freezer is our mistake.
I think we need to bring a freezer in just to do it. just put a shirt in there.
Yeah.
One of those with a glass front.
But off the back of that victory, I think now it's got to the stage where the noises that have been coming out of the club aren't this, but I think that they should be. I think that we should be talking about Chelsea winning the league next year. I don't think we're favourites.
That's what I was gonna
I don't
ask.
think we're going to do it, but I think that should now be the aspiration.
Can you read that much from this tournament? Because it is like winning a league over 38 games over 9 months. It's very different to performing and excelling over a month, right?
I agree, but it's not only like if you think about what's happened at Chelsea over the past, say, 3 years since Clear Lake came in. Like we're the biggest spenders in Europe. We finished fourth in the league last year. Anybody that finishes in the top four are capable of winning the league next year. Whether they're favourites or not is a different thing.
Yeah.
If you finish fourth one year, you're capable of winning the league the next year. You then add what happened in Poland, winning that trophy. I'm not celebrating that to the maximum, but we still won European silverware. And then you add the cherry on the cake of New York City, and all of a sudden you're like, okay, all of these things, the huge amounts of money that's been spent, a lot of brilliant players that have arrived, the success, the trophy, like winning silverware is infectious. It whets your appetite for more. You get greedy. So I don't think we're favourites. I think that there are probably 3 teams in a better position. Some may argue less, some may argue more. But Chelsea are capable of winning the league. And if Man City, go to pot in the way that they did last year, if for some reason, and I definitely don't see this happening, but if for some reason it doesn't go Liverpool's way, Chelsea need to be the team that are waiting to pounce.
One of the things that I didn't expect, and look, I know football players kind of have to speak positively about their club and their manager in public, but also kind of they don't have to go all the way. Cole Palmer was very, very kind of forceful and aggressive with his defence of Enzo Maresca and his teammates and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I thought that spoke volumes as well. And
He's just a
winning
good
this
bloke,
kind of
though, isn't
tournament,
he?
beating Luis Enrique, can make the squad, if they were unsure about Maresca, suddenly now they are sure. And that can add an extra 10, 15% to what you do.
Yeah. I think he's just a good bloke, though, Cole Palmer. Do you remember there was a clip, and I love him. I love him so much. I think he's such a good player, but he comes across as such a good bloke. Do you remember? It's got to be about 18 months ago now. Do you remember when he was interviewed by Tim Sherwood?
Yeah.
Do you remember?
And he kind of.
And Tim Sherwood basically went, "You're great, but your teammates aren't."
Yeah.
And he went, "No, there's a lot of quality players here. I appreciate you saying I'm one of them, but there are a lot of quality players here." And gave him a look that was like, "Don't talk about my mates like that again, and don't put me in this position."
Because it's easy for a young player to get carried away with that praise and go, "Yeah, I've been doing," not even kind of pull him up on it.
You've got to be very brave, I think, in the midst of an interview to like say no to the guy. Like, when you're on camera, you kind of got to keep your responsibility is to go with it, right? So when Tim Sherwood goes, "You need some more quality around you," the easiest thing for him to do is go, "Yeah, we hope that we bring in," and then there could be a headline spun. Cole Palmer doesn't think there's enough quality at Chelsea, but he didn't allow that to happen. And all that joke, I don't know if, that sort of suggestion that Cole Palmer isn't bright. People do like maliciously doing it. There's that
because of the way he speaks, probably.
It's like Rooney. Like Rooney.
People like to assert that he isn't bright. And you think, okay, firstly, it's not correct. It's like, he's far more brilliant at what he's brilliant at than you are at whatever you're brilliant at. And that's applicable to anyone that's basically ever spoken about him. But he demonstrated a level of maturity and intelligence in that conversation.
Yeah, 100%.
And I think the way that he's come out and defended Maresca was part of that. He's just loyal and loving the.
So you're not 100% on Maresca, but just summarise.
Well, he's putting me over.
Are you feeling more positive towards this team going into the new season?
It's very difficult. I didn't like the appointment of Maresca. He had no Premier League experience. It didn't make sense to me. Then it's also important to remember that we had a terrible... we got beat at Portman Road. That wasn't long ago. We got beat at Portman Road. But we got there in the end. A little bit of luck, but made it happen. But since then, since the end of the season, or the way that we finished the season, we had to beat Forest away from home, which wasn't easy. We did it. We had to win in Poland to win that European trophy. We did it. And then we didn't have to win in America. Nobody would have said that Chelsea had to beat Paris Saint-Germain. But Maresca educated Enrique. So it's hard to argue with anything that's going on at the moment. And I'm quite excited about the new season.